we're going to look at how we can divide using base 10 blocks. We're just going to draw for now, and then when you guys come to class, we'll kind of play with real base 10 blocks. Okay, so it's just like what we did with multiplying base 10 blocks. Now we're going to be dividing using them.
So we're going to put division using base 10 blocks, page 38.
So our objective for today is going to be today I can divide using base 10 blocks. Today we're just going to draw, and then we'll play with real base 10 blocks when you guys come to class, okay? So we're going to write the steps on how to tackle a division problem with base 10 blocks, but we're going to do it as we go. So just number, there's going to be 6 steps. So let's just number 1 through 6. And then we're going to look at a problem together. Let's review a few couple things. When you're looking at base 10 blocks, this is what a 100 block looks like, right? It's 10 by 10. So you got 100 teeny tiny squares all in one block. That's like hard, right? You can't break it. Then you have 10 rods that you can play with, right? That are also hard, but they're 10, the rows of 10. And then you have, so we can call these 10s. Oops, guess we can keep it with the numbers. And then you have just 1 blocks that look like this. Okay, so this is our ones, okay? So that's what we mean by base 10 blocks, is those blocks you play with. So let's look at an example. Let's say that we have 270 divided by 6 equals, and we don't know what the quotient is. Let's review. This number is the whole number we start with. It's the total number that you have. We call this the dividend. Okay, so it's the total you are starting with. Okay, then you have your 6. This is called our divisor. This is the number of groups. So you have your whole number, which is your dividend, and you want to divide it into groups of 6. So you want to take 270, divide it by 6, and you want to figure out how many are in each group, or what is your quotient, okay? So this is what we call our quotient, okay? So it's how many are in each circle. So we'll look at that, okay? So we have dividend divided by our divisor, which gives us our quotient, okay? So here we go. Here's our problem. Step 1, build / draw the dividend. Okay, so we need to draw our dividend using base 10 blocks. So we got to start with our highest number because we don't want to do 271s. That would be a million squares everywhere. So we want to start with the highest amount and go through, see if we have any hundreds. Do we have any hundreds? Yes, we have how many? 2, right? So I can draw 100 base 10 block and another one. That gives me 200, right? 100 plus 100 is 200. That's my place value over here. Okay. Now, how many 10s do I have? So I have my hundreds and I have my 10s. How many do I have? 70. Good. So I'm going to draw my 70. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I've drawn my dividend, right? I can't build because I don't have my blocks, but if I had my blocks, I would build it, okay? Step 2 is to draw circles to represent the divisor, or to figure out how many groups you're going to be breaking this apart into, okay? So draw circles to represent. Okay, so I'm going to draw how many circles? 6. That's my divisor. Draw circles to represent the divisor. So I'm going to draw 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's how many groups I need. Now, with division, you need to put equal number of digits or numbers or blocks in this case into each circle. So I can't break up my 270 equally because there's not enough hundreds, right? I could do 100 here, 100 here, and then what, right? I can't really break it up evenly. So what you have to do is unbundle. So we're going to write for step 3, equally share 100 squares, right? Equally share your 100 squares. If there's extra, so if there's extra or not enough, you need to unbundle, okay? I'm gonna take another pen. There's no way to put my hundredths block into here, so I need to unbundle my 200s into 10s. So this is, right, 10 times 10 is 100, 10 times 10 is 100, so I need 20 more 10s blocks, okay? So I'm going to cross out these and I'm going to unbundle them and put them over here, okay?
So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. That's 100 block unbundled. All right, you can break them apart. Here's another one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, let's go through and evenly distribute these 10s into here, okay? I'm actually going to grab another pen.
Okay, so now since I couldn't equally share my 100 squares, I had to unbundle, and now I need to put my 10s into my circles or my divisor groups, okay? So I have 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, okay?
Now I have 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2. Okay, keep going. 3, 3, 3. I'm just dividing them evenly. 3, 3, 3. Here's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I can do one more. 5, 4, 4, 4, 4, 4, 4.
Okay, now I'm stuck because I only have 3 10 blocks and I only have 6 groups, so it's not going to fit. So I'm going to circle my extra, and I'm going to go back to my steps. Okay, and I'm going to repeat step 3 for my 10. So now I need to break, just like I broke apart my 100 square, I have to break apart my 10 square, okay? So I'm going to get a different color. So I have 3 10 blocks. I need to break them up into ones in order to equally distribute them. So this is a block of 10, this is a block of 10, and this is a block of 10. So I have 10 times 1, 2, 3. What's 10 times 3? Well, 3 times 1 is 3. Add a 0.
It's 30. So I got 30 ones. So I'm just going to draw 10 ones here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Do another one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Do one more. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay. Now I need to evenly distribute them into my divisor groups. Okay? So I have 1, 1, 1, 1, 2, 2, 2, 2. Can I keep going? Yep. 3, 3, 3. 3, 3, 3, 3. Can I go more? Yep. 4. Oh, I messed up there somewhere. Okay. 4, 4, 4, 4. Can I go again? Yep. 5, 5, 5, 5, 5, 5.
Okay. So, even though I messed up here, when I came around, I knew it had to be even because we're working with the division problem that has no remainders. So I know that my rods, my 10 rods, have to be equal, and I know my ones have to be equal. Okay? For step 5, step 5 is repeat step 3 for my ones. Okay, which we did. Okay, so now we need to find the quotient. So here is how we figure out how many are in each circle. Now we can't just count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, right? That's not how it works, right? They have different value. The rods have different values than the ones. So all I need to do is pick one circle, doesn't matter which circle you choose, and you just need to count. So these are 10 rods, so it's 10, 20, 30, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45. So my quotient is 45 because when I take 270, divide it into 6 groups, 45 fit in each group. Okay? All right, let's do another one together. Okay, let's challenge ourselves a little bit. Let's say that you get a problem that already gives you the division problem in base 10 form.
So let's say, for example, they give you 3 circles. So 1, 2, 3. And in each circle is 200. So 10 block, and let's say 13. So each one is 213. And they say, find the dividend, divisor, and quotient.
So all we need to know is how to interpret a base 10 model. So we know that the dividend is a total amount, so it's everything put together. So all we have to do is count everything that's in each divisor, okay, or in each bubble, each circle. So we could do 100, 200, 300, 400, 500, 600. Okay, so and then we got 10, 20, 30, 3, 6, 9. So my dividend is 639. So now I gotta ask myself, how many groups is it being divided into? Well, I know that my divisor is how many circles I have. How many circles do I have? 1, 2, 3. Okay. Then I have my quotient. Okay, now my quotient is how many are in each circle. So I just have to count my circle, just one. Remember, it doesn't matter which circle you count, you just gotta count one. Okay, so let's count this one. 100, 200, 10, 13. So 213 is my quotient. So see how you can take a division problem and put it into base 10, but you can also look at a base 10 problem and put it into normal digit form. Okay, so let's flip it over and I'm going to give you 2 problems to work on tonight.